is the type of problem that you could talk yourself out of if you convince yourself that you can't do algebraic reasoning, right? So if this figure is a trapezoid, we are also, then we know a few things about it, right? Like forget the rest of this, right? ACDB is a trapezoid. ACDB is a trapezoid. Okay, so there, we're confirmed here. There's exactly one pair of parallel sides. The legs are actually congruent to each other. So not only that, but we're told then by the diagram being labeled that this is an isosceles trapezoid. And there, right off the bat, we know then that the base angles are going to be congruent. Both pairs. Okay. So with that being said, we can mark this angle ABD and this angle CDB congruent to each other. BAC is congruent to ACD, and that's because of the isosceles trapezoid base angle theorem and the converse, the two theorems that go together, chapter 7. So we also are told that measure of angle C is 3 times measure of angle B. So what is the measure of angle B? All right. So we also, okay, so we can set that up algebraically, and this is what I was saying with algebraic reasoning, right? So measure of angle C, we are going to call, we're going to say that's 3 times the measure of angle B, right? And let's say the measure of angle B is what we don't know, so that's x. So instead of saying that we're going to take 3 times the measure of angle B, we're going to say that, well, in order to get measure of angle C, we have to take 3 times x, okay? So we're going to say that this is 3x, this is 3x, this is x. So we can say that 3x plus x is equal to 180 degrees because we're thinking of this as a transversal, we're thinking of this as parallel to this. AC is parallel to BD, AB is the transversal, so we know that the consecutive angles are supplementary. So we know 4x is equal to 180, x is equal to 45. Confirm. Okay. And so now we just want to make sure we're answering the question that's being asked. So the measure of angle B is equal to x, which is equal to 45 degrees. Does that make sense? Well, if we had 3 times 45, let's give ourselves more space. So we would know that we would have to know that 45 times 3 is what? 135. Confirm. So we know allegedly that this would be 135 plus 135 plus 45 plus 45. We want to make sure that adds up to 360 degrees. And it does. All right, makes sense.